Good evening everyone. If you don't know, you should know. My name is Rameez and I am a filmmaker and a film critic, and boy, has it been a while.
I'm not brave.
You rescue people?
Sometimes. Sometimes I do other things.
Extraction is an important film, and not in the way you might be thinking. It's important because of the times we're living in. This godforsaken COVID-19 pandemic made Extraction the only big budget film being released in the summer of 2020. This film stars Chris Hemsworth and Randeep Hooda of Bollywood, and it is being directed by the first-time director Sam Hargrave, who had worked on the Avengers films as an action director, and he transitioned his way into the second unit assistant director, I believe, or the first unit assistant director on the set of Endgame, and that is when one of the Russo brothers approached him for this film to direct. After reading a little bit about Sam Hargrave and watching his excellent video on ARS or Ars Technica, must watch by the way, you can see his inspirations for this film show up. He started out as an action director, he was a stunt coordinator and a stuntman himself, and you can really see his inspirations for the film show up in Extraction. Extraction is a pastiche of 80s action Americana films, Hong Kong films, and the recent John Wick films, which show gunplay almost as a form of ballet. The film does lack style when it comes to the emotional scenes and when it involves people talking, and it's pretty much shot for coverage, not for emotional effect. But the tenacity of the action more than covers up for the rest of the film. If the storytelling doesn't have style or passion, fear not, the acting is pretty raw and provocative. Chris Hemsworth really never gets to show his range, and I've never really seen him portray a hurt person. Avengers Endgame doesn't count. That was mainly done for comedic purposes. But Chris Hemsworth plays a mercenary by the name of Tyler Rake. Hemsworth's character just dominates the frame, especially when he's given close-ups to emote. There's a few sequences when he's just solemnly talking to the kid he has to extract, named Ovi by the way, and the final scene in which he's battered, bruised, and broken, and he's gushing blood out of his mouth. You can really see the emotion in Chris Hemsworth's face and his eyes, you know. And it reminds me of his performance in the film Black Hat from 2014, the Michael Mann flop, which I was really looking forward to. But this is just more of what Chris Hemsworth is better at doing. You know, you don't want him to be a hacker. He's not as believable, but he is believable as a mercenary who knows how to shoot guns. The film is shot in India, which doubles as Bangladesh. The bulk of the story takes place in Dhaka, which is the capital of Bangladesh. Only Indians or Bangladeshis are going to notice that the film isn't shot actually in Bangladesh. So anyone complaining about how the film makes both countries look like crap at times, maybe you should visit them, because there are some crappy parts in both countries. I'm living in one of them. Why can't people just shut up and watch the friggin' film, man? Why does everything have to be politicized? The cinematography, aside from the action sequences, as I said earlier, is fairly simple. Again, the talking scenes are just shot, reverse shot, and shot for coverage. But it's a completely different story when we're talking about the action sequences, which are mind-blowing. And the one thing which did bother me about the look of the film was the ghastly and disgusting and piss-like yellow filter over the entire film. Come on, Sam Hargrave, brother. Bangladesh is not yellow, neither is India. The one thing I did like a lot were some of the aspects of the storytelling. Now this is going to be a bit spoilery, people, so you can skip to this time code to get past this segment. But I love how the film completed its story and still managed to be open-ended. It's really smart screenwriting and somehow feels like a producer's input on the film. In the beginning of the film, Tyler Rake, Chris Hemsworth, is being shown to be able to breathe underwater in the film. He can hold his breath for quite a long time in the film. And near the end of the film, he gets deeply wounded and falls into the river, and that's the last we see of him. And it cuts to the kid, you know, obviously being saved. And he's doing the same thing, you know, he's just meditating under the water. And as he surfaces from the swimming pool, we see a shadowy figure, a blurred out figure behind him, which looks a lot like Tyler Rake. It's a very well done narrative strand. There's a piece of dialogue referencing it in the middle of the film as well. Ovi says something along the lines of this: staying underwater and under the pressure doesn't hurt. It depends on how long you let that pressure keep you underwater. So it's a very nice ending and very reminiscent of the 80s, you know. What's really smart about this is they wrapped up the story and they somehow gave the film a shot at a sequel with that ending. Very well done. Overall, Extraction hosts an ordinary plot but some extraordinary action, which makes it way worth the 2-hour run. Randeep Hooda, the Indian actor, the Bollywood actor, shines as well. He's given something much more visceral to do rather than the clown shit Bollywood usually has him doing. However, all the actors are overshadowed by the real star of the film, which is that 11-minute oneer. It's not a legit oneer, as it has shots stitched in, and they're pretty easy to point out, but man, it's done to such great effect. The camera ebbs and flows from in the car and outside of the car. The transitions are really well done. We see the back shield of the car, the camera go through it. It's really nice stuff. I enjoyed this film a lot, and I'm recommending this film to you guys as well. I am giving this film a final rating of 3.5 out of 5. So yeah guys, who would have thought a friggin' pandemic would make me revive or want to revive my channel? Trust me guys, I have been writing a bunch of stuff which I want to do. I want to take this channel in a different way. Don't worry, the reviews will keep coming, but just be gentle with me and I will be bringing content for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, people, see you next time.